the treetops glistening, children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Feliz Navidad.
Epic fail. Not yet.
Why hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so I can see you back here again. So for today's video, we will be doing our own DIY jelly beam highlighter. Now if you are like me and like most girls, you have an abundance of highlighters. If not abundance of highlighters, abundance of eyeshadows as well as things to make you shimmer. And if you are like most girls, you battle every now and then with them looking powdery, or you end up finding something that you just end up not using that much. That's what we are using today to create a new form of highlighter, which I'm so excited about. First of all, round up all your highlighters, your favorites, not favorites, doesn't matter with the consistency. Next up, you're gonna need some baby powder for consistency, a jar to place it all in that's closable, something to mix it all together with, and aloe vera. It doesn't have to be the complete 100% aloe vera. Mine is 94%, but that is just because the preservatives in it. So first of all, if you have any pressed shadows or anything like that that's in a palette or a pan, eyeshadow or highlighter, doesn't matter. As long as it's a color that's comparable with your skin or something you like, all you do is you can shave it with a spoon, very gently, a clean spoon, super gently. I would think that a butter knife might make it a little bit too much. Like the little spatula that I'm using is more comparable to a spoon. And what I'm doing is just taking off the very top layer off of eyeshadows that are sparkly, that I love, that are close to my skin tone. You saw my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I used a ton of stuff. And what I also have is loose shadows, which I'm also obsessed with as well. Or not loose shadows, those are loose highlighters. With this whole process, it can be any color you want, anything that's comparable to you, doesn't matter the brand. As long as it is a powder, it should mix just fine. So after I finish mixing in the powder, I end up following up with the baby powder to bring it all together. And what I'm using is maybe 3 to 4 squeezes. I did not measure this whatsoever. About 3 to 4 squeezes should be fine. Next up, I'm adding in my aloe vera gel. This is totally until you get the consistency that you want. I saw a ton of tutorials on YouTube showing the same thing, and I'm so happy people posted it. Let me state, this is not my idea. This has been done many times before. This is just mine for me. How about that? And while I was mixing together mine and bringing together all of my highlighters to use, I decided to film it for you guys so you could see my process. So when I first did it, it was just really creamy and a little bit thick, and I wanted mine like the jelly bean highlighter, exactly like for Solly's, how it's like a loose jelly type consistency where it has like more, not jiggle, but it's a whole lot more loose to where it can go on top of a powder. So I added in a whole lot more of the, maybe about, we'll say total I used 10 teaspoons to tablespoons full of the aloe vera gel, and I used about 2.5 to 3.5 tablespoons full of shadows and highlighters. And after I finished that with the 2 squeezes of the baby powder, I found my bottle or my jar, and if you are from Sri Lanka, you do recognize it is a Vlogmas jar. I use it all the time. This was my first jar that I made my way through, so it came in perfect time. So I scrape as much as possible out of my jar, and I just put that, or out of my cup, I put that into my jar, tap it down, and then stir it up just so it looks pretty. I still want it to be presentable, even though it's a DIY and there's nobody who's going to be looking at on a daily basis. I like my makeup to look pretty. It never fully sets. I'm so thankful it stays a jelly. And let me show you guys, y'all get to see the very first time I use it, and I love it so much. It's like body frosting, like not like buttercream frosting, like whipped cream frosting. Like, it looks so good. So I can use it on top of my makeup, underneath my makeup. I use it on my décolleté, on my collarbone, on my arms, on my shoulders, on my hands, wherever you want a little bit more sheen. You can use it on your legs in the summertime and in the springtime. Seriously, this is my new favorite product. I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so happy that you guys have watched this far. If you have stayed this far in the video, make sure to put glow up down in the comments below so I know that you stuck it out with me. And that's it. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.